Well, it's week 15 of the high school football season Friday night, and that not only brings us some great second-round matchups from the GHSA, but a state championship at Five Star Stadium in the GIAA. Which takes me to Milledgeville, where a program that hasn't tasted the glory of a state crown since 2022 is hungry to hoist that trophy once again for the sixth time in school history. The John Milledge Trojans, sitting at 11-1 and earning yet another region title. These Milledgeville boys aren't playing around this season. Now, after a 2-9 campaign a year ago, most of us expected JMA to roar back into the state championship conversation under head coach JT Wall. Now the Trojans are playing their best ball of the season, averaging 36 points a game, scoring over 90 combined points in their 2 playoff wins, while allowing just 11 points a game, including just 7 combined points these last 2 weeks. Now just 1 win away from the ultimate prize, these Trojans are locked in, ready for a fight at Five Star Stadium Friday.
You know, it's kind of hard to describe it and kind of put it all in words. But we kind of try to do that after the season. Like, you know, when you have a season going the way we have one going this year, like we've had a good many of our seasons go, you kind of don't get caught up in the season. And that's when you know you're having a good one. So we're trying to get these kids to stay locked in week to week, game to game. And then that same thing happens with the staff, with the coaches. And then you blink and all of a sudden it's, you know, our last game, state championship. And it's been a really, really fast season. And just can't say enough about the senior leadership we've had. And, you know, it's been fun.
Well, that leadership has been critical as JMA has peaked late, playing its most complete football of the year during the playoffs. But Wall says there's still another level to reach.
Not get too high, not get too low. You know, play even keel, facing a really, really good Deerfield team that there's a reason that they're in the state championship. I mean, they're undefeated this year. They're defending state champs from last year. So they know the drill. They've been there. We're not going to surprise them with anything, and hopefully they're not going to surprise us with anything. But really, really well-coached team, so we know we got our hands full. We think we're playing good, think we're peaking at the right time, but at the same time, we feel like we still haven't played our best game. You know, we haven't put our best 4 quarters together, which is kind of hard to say because, you know, last Friday night was the first Friday night we've played 4 quarters in a while, which is a good thing. But, you know, hopefully this week we can string 4 good ones together and come away with a W.
Well, senior leader Bryce McDonald will be a part of that W if they can pull it off. He says this year's team has been on a mission from the start, spurred on by last year's struggles. His 550 receiving yards, 8 touchdowns, fumble recovery, interception, and punt block has helped this team in all 3 phases play consistently better and have it all come together when it matters the most, according to McDonald.
Surprising. I mean, coming off a 2-9 record last year and then bounce back to what, 10-1 record this year. I mean, it's incredible how much this team from last year developed. I mean, we have a few people coming in from different schools, but majority of this team is took a beat from last year, and it's just very satisfying to see that everyone's just playing outstanding right now. I think we're playing the most sound football we've had in a couple of years right now.
Well, the Trojans know they'll need that same level of execution against an undefeated Deerfield-Windsor team loaded with talent on both sides of the ball, as the Trojans hope to play spoils on the Knights, looking for back-to-back titles with a win. Plus, with the championship game less than an hour from home at Mercer University, JMA hopes a packed crowd will give them the final push in what is the first time these 2 teams are meeting since the Trojans got the victory in the 2022 state championship. It's all on the line in the rematch for the GIAA 3A state title as John Milledge looks for win number 5 in the 7th all-time meeting, as well as another state championship crown in the end zones. Week 15, game of the week.
You don't need to practice like you got to. You need to practice like you get to, because there's a lot of people right now that aren't getting to practice. And, you know, it's a blessing to be able to practice right now. And we got 2 more left, and that's all we got. Take advantage of them. You know, because you always hear the last, you know, this is the last so-and-so, and it's kind of starting to sink in for these seniors. And, you know, we'll be back coaching this thing again, but you'll never have this group together the way they are now. So, you know, every first down is going to be important. Every offensive and defensive possession is going to be important, and every special teams possession is going to be important. So can't take anything for granted, and hopefully the ball bounces our way.
It means a lot. It means a lot to be in the state championship in the first place, but getting to play a really sound offensive defensive team is very important to be locked in at every single play. So it's just going to be fun. Go out with the best game I could ever have in my entire life. So, go Trojans.